Salt, the world's favorite mineral. It adds flavor to everything, from your morning omelet to your favorite soup. But for women over 50, the same ingredient that once helped the body stay hydrated and balanced may now be silently creating chaos inside. If you're feeling puffy, tired, or just not as energetic as you used to be, the answer might be sitting right on your dinner table. Today, let's uncover the truth about salt, aging, and women's health, and learn how to use it wisely without fear. 1. Why salt isn't the enemy, but quantity is everything. Salt is essential. Your body needs sodium to keep nerves firing and muscles contracting. In fact, sodium helps regulate blood volume, supports electrical impulses in the brain, and even maintains your acid-base balance. However, the human body only needs around 500 milligrams of sodium a day, far less than the average person consumes. The modern diet often delivers 3,000 to 4,000 milligrams daily, mostly through processed foods. As we age, the kidneys become less efficient at removing excess sodium. This means what used to be a normal amount for you at 30 can now raise your blood pressure or cause fluid retention at 60. Scientific note: a long-term study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society revealed that women over 60 who reduced sodium intake below 1,800 milligrams per day experienced significantly better cardiovascular outcomes and fewer episodes of edema, water retention. In short, salt is vital, but your body's tolerance changes with age. 2. The hidden hormonal connection: why women feel it more. Women's bodies are uniquely sensitive to sodium changes, especially postmenopause. The reason? Estrogen and progesterone, two hormones that help control how your body handles fluids, naturally decline. When estrogen levels drop, the body becomes more sodium sensitive, leading to bloating, swelling in the ankles, and sudden blood pressure spikes after salty meals. This is why two women can eat the same salad with feta cheese, but only one feels puffy afterward. Beyond that, sodium imbalance can indirectly affect thyroid function, and the thyroid controls metabolism, mood, and energy. Practical example: imagine a 65-year-old woman named Karen. She's active, eats healthy soups and snacks, but she often feels tired and bloated. Her doctor later found her sodium intake was nearly double the recommended limit, mostly from canned soups labeled as low-fat but not low sodium. Once she switched to homemade versions, her energy returned and her blood pressure dropped. 3. The heart connection, your most vulnerable organ. Salt pulls water into the bloodstream. That's how it increases blood pressure, by literally increasing the volume of fluid your heart has to push through your arteries. As arteries stiffen with age, your heart must pump harder. For women, especially those who've gone through menopause, the protective layer of estrogen that once supported artery flexibility is reduced, making the heart more vulnerable. A 2022 American Heart Association report found that reducing sodium intake by just 1 teaspoon of salt per day could prevent nearly 120,000 cases of heart disease annually in women over 50 in the U.S. alone. This isn't just theory, it's measurable biology. Your blood vessels can relax when sodium levels are in balance. Tip: flavor your food with garlic, turmeric, basil, or lemon juice instead of salt. These not only improve taste, but also support vascular elasticity and reduce inflammation. 4. Salt's surprising role in bone health. Here's a lesser-known fact: every extra gram of sodium you eat causes your body to excrete calcium through urine. Over time, this leaches minerals from your bones, contributing to osteopenia and eventually osteoporosis. For postmenopausal women, already at risk of bone loss, this could be dangerous. Research from the National Institute on Aging found that women consuming over 2,400 milligrams of sodium daily had 25% lower bone density than those who stayed under 1,500 milligrams. This means that your calcium supplements may not work effectively if your sodium intake remains high. Real-world strategy: add leafy greens, tofu, and almonds to your diet for calcium. Replace salty condiments with vinegar or sesame seeds for flavor. Drink more water to flush excess sodium from your system. 5. The hidden salt traps: everyday foods that deceive you. Even if you're not sprinkling salt on your plate, sodium may already be flooding your meals. Let's look at the biggest culprits. Canned soups, up to 800 to 1,000 milligrams per serving. Cheese and deli meats, high sodium, used as preservatives. Bread and baked goods, yes, even whole grain ones. Salad dressings and sauces, often more sodium than chips. Pickles, olives, and smoked foods, extremely high salt levels. Example, a woman who eats a light lunch with turkey slices, whole grain bread, and dressing could easily exceed her entire daily sodium limit without realizing it. The solution isn't to avoid these foods entirely, but to read labels carefully. Look for products labeled low sodium, 140 milligrams or less per serving. 6. The link between salt, energy, and sleep quality. Many older women report feeling fatigued or restless, not realizing that sodium imbalance might be the culprit. Excess salt can dehydrate cells, causing your body to release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This hormonal stress can make it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep, especially when combined with caffeine or evening snacks. Scientific insight. A study in Sleep Health Journal found that high sodium intake before bedtime increases nighttime awakenings by 37%. Participants also reported lower morning alertness. The fix? Avoid salty foods after 6 p.m. Drink a glass of water with electrolytes containing magnesium and potassium. Keep dinners light and include foods like spinach, avocado, or oats, which promote calmness and hydration. 7. How too little salt can also be dangerous. While excess salt gets the spotlight, too little sodium can also be harmful. Low sodium levels, called hyponatremia, can lead to dizziness, confusion, and muscle cramps, especially in older adults. It's all about balance. You don't have to eliminate salt. Just aim for the sweet spot of around 1,200 to 1,800 milligrams per day, unless your doctor recommends otherwise. 8. The connection between salt, weight, and water retention. Many women confuse water retention with weight gain. When sodium builds up, your body clings to fluid in your tissues. This makes you feel heavier and more swollen, especially around the ankles, fingers, and face. But the good news? This weight is reversible, often within 3 to 5 days of lowering sodium intake and increasing water consumption. Real-life success story. Linda, a 62-year-old from Florida, shared that after cutting out processed snacks and using herbs instead of salt, she lost 4 pounds in a week just from shedding excess water. 9. How to reset your salt sensitivity. Your taste buds can adapt. If you gradually reduce sodium intake over 3 weeks, your body starts craving less salt naturally. Start by 1. Cooking from scratch. You control the salt level. 2. Using citrus, garlic, pepper, or rosemary instead of salt. 3. Choosing unsalted nuts and seed for snacks. 4. Adding seaweed or pink Himalayan salt in moderation for minerals. Within a month, foods you once considered bland will taste flavorful again. 10. Building a healthy relationship with salt for the future. Ultimately, it's not about good or bad salt. It's about understanding your body stage of life. Your metabolism, hormones, and organs change over time, and your diet should evolve with them. If you stay mindful of sodium intake, you can lower blood pressure naturally, improve bone density, boost energy and sleep, keep your heart and skin healthier. It's not just about longevity, it's about quality of life. Salt is powerful, both in taste and effect. It's part of every meal and every culture, but its role in your health depends on awareness and moderation. If you're a woman over 50, remember, you have more control than you think. By managing your salt intake, you're not just protecting your heart, but giving your body permission to feel lighter, stronger, and more vibrant every single day. Your next healthy decade starts with something as small, yet as mighty as a pinch of salt.